Welcome back to Cross-Thread Garage. On today's episode, we're actually doing something kind of cool. We're working on what I call the construction side of the YouTube channel. So, well, actually it's a combination. Automotive, construction, mixed. I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. So we're not actually going to work on any of the other broke down vehicles around here, like the Camaro. It's leaking antifreeze from somewhere, I don't know. I think water pump. The Ford GTO, the thermostat housing is leaking, but I know why. It's a piece of junk. It's kind of a cheap chrome, so the seal went on it. No big deal. We'll change that out to the original OEM aluminum one. But not on today's episode. Today's episode, we are working on something different. Something that we've talked about on the channel, but haven't really
finished it.
Well, we haven't finished it. We started this project a long time before the YouTube channel.
6.
Yeah.
But
so.
we started.
No, it was
5 actually.
It was 5. This has been around for 2 years. I know we've been kind of dragging our heels on this one.
And here's the chop dog.
So let's go ahead and get you in here. We're going to show you what is automotive and construction combined. You ask, what is it? What could it be?
And the different.
That's right, an RV, a recreational vehicle. Now,
We have a bigger one.
yeah, you're probably wondering, saying, wait a minute now, ain't that a little small? You'd be right. This is actually a miniature.
He made it for us so we can keep it in the trailer.
Camping in the yard.
Yeah.
Camping in the yard, that's right. So I did. I made it for the kids.
Protect it's camping.
So the kids can take this.
We can pretend we were camping.
Camping, that's right.
I like it because it has a looking thing inside.
We'll show that here in a second. So it is to be hook on to the back of a lawnmower and pull around the yard. Yes, sweetie.
That's the lawnmower. Is that going to put toys in it?
Eventually you're going to put toys in it when we're done with it.
I was gonna put Nerf gun in it.
Let's show everybody what we've done so far. This has been a 2-year build process. I mean, it's done a lot of sitting in those 2 years.
You have to lift the stuff to cover the stuff.
Yeah, that's the plywood on the top on the roof to finish the siding.
And we all
Now, hold on, guys. Let's get in here. Let's get everybody in here. I'm gonna pause it for a sec. Alrighty, so this is what we got. We have a 12-foot long, 4 feet wide, 5 foot tall, sitting on 2x6 chassis. I believe it's framed 1 foot on center. And then all that was all sealed and primered and painted black to be a chassis. And then I did the wheels. They've got steel axles going through, 5/8 steel axles going through, and then sitting on top of angle iron. And then it's attached to an actual wood frame. So it is really strong though, really, really strong. Here we got the A-frame coming out. The A-frame is actually a false A-frame. It's the 4x4 that's actually doing the brunt of the work. It goes all the way back to the axles and ties in back there, and then hits every one of the cross members all the way back and is bolted in. So that is really beefy and stout because this thing does weigh a lot. It is heavy. And yes, we have a slide out, and it is a functional slide out. It goes in and out, and it has a weather stripping seal. I'm going to take a pause here real quick, go to the other side. All right, here we are on the other side. Easier to see. There's a wall not in my way. Okay, so this is what I was explaining. This has actually got a slide out seal that goes in there that actually seals it. And then in here, when we cut all these windows out, these ones are going to be rounded. These ones, I'm probably going to round these ones, probably redo this. They're going to be plexiglass. I'm going to put some plexiglass. I might even tint them to match what we did on the other trailer. My original plans for this trailer was I was actually going to cover it in FRP. It's a fiber reinforced plastic. It is comes in white sheets. It's really cool, durable material. I actually have it underneath here. It's, see that? It's like 1/16 of an inch. It's a real durable plastic. And so I'm not sure if I'm still going to go ahead and do that because it's just the cost, you know. It's like $600 to cover this thing, and it would add a lot of weight. Probably 110 pounds more on top of this thing, and this thing's already pushing like 600 pounds, 700 pounds. It's heavy. It's heavy. Luckily I have a real strong lawnmower that I can actually pull this thing with. Hydrostatic drive, so it doesn't really bog down. So here's what we got. So these are all where the windows go. So this would be a kitchen window. This would be kind of dining or living room. And then the refrigerator would go here. Here's the doors. It's got two access doors.
Why?
2 access doors. Full hinged. Not a seal. There's the slide out. No, obviously we haven't finished it. But check out what this thing has. Flip a switch, and there you go. It's got lights. Oh yeah, it's got lights. It's got outlets. That way, kids could plug in there and probably mount a TV there, set up their beds, have a slumber party, what have you. There's the switch. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Probably have some kind of a table that comes out there. We still got to put the linoleum flooring in there, insulate and sheet the insides of the slide out, and then obviously
There's an electrical.
yep, the plug. I was already showing them that. So things, what we would need to do next. Trip over everything. Hold on here. See, the kids love playing in it already, even though it's not finished. So the things that would need to be done to finish this would be, I got to insulate the roof and put the roof sheeting on there. Put the sheeting on this side and the front. And then the sheeting on the inside of the slide out, and the roof of the slide out, inside and out. Insulate that as well. So this is going to be fully insulated, and it's also going to have built-in heat. I've got a little heater that's going to go in there. I've already got the wiring already wired for it right here on the inside, obviously. That's what that bottom plug is for. It just plugs in. Anyway, this is the project so far. It's built out of 1x2s and 2x2s, 2x6s. I don't think I have any 2x4s at all in this project. The ends here, the front and back, these are shaped, cut 2x6s. So eventually we'll have would be a bumper, basically a 4x4, coming out with 2 little legs and then probably a spare tire. So, you know, it looks like the real thing. Then also a big window back here, just needs to be cut out. Once I do cut these windows out, I could just go ahead and run a bead of caulking and stick the window in there. And then caulk around So it depends on whether or not I put the FRP on there. I might. It's just it would be really, really extra heavy. But it would weatherproof it is the thing. So then the kids could actually take it out and it could be raining. Oh, that's another thing. I have a rubber roof for this. I have an actual rubber roof to go on this, just like the normal RVs. They usually come with a fiberglass roof or aluminum roof or a rubber roof. So this would be a rubber roof. So I've got that as well. So this really truly is a miniature RV, miniaturized. I need to get, there's a plug housing that goes in here that you just directly plug the extension cord into, and then you have power. You got to get that. Then also, surprise, surprise, I'm going to actually have, once we do the interior, and we're going to put some cabinetry in, cabinets overhead, kind of a big box here. It's going to look like a refrigerator. Kids can store their pops or whatever in there. And then it's going to have a heater underneath, installed underneath. But it's going to have a countertop here, just like our real one. And it's going to have a sink. And it's going to have running water. Real running water. Yes, you heard it. So this is going to have electricity. Yes, check. Insulation, check. Real running water, check. Heat. You're checking off everything? Well, that's good, because I forget. So there you go, folks. This is going to be a real miniature travel trailer. So it's cool. It's fun to build. It's really, we have enjoyed it. It's just life got busy. We actually started other projects.
Yesterday was my best day ever because of the movie.
Oh, we went to the movies yesterday. Yes.
Find the teacup, Aiden.
So
I'm just gonna look around.
we have put it on pause for a while. Kind of stored it off in the tent or in the back of the shop, and just.
Forgot about the videos a little bit.
What do you mean we forgot about the videos? We haven't forgot about the videos.
Yeah.
We're making one now.
No, I mean before this one.
We're making one now.
I mean before this one.
Before this one, we did take a break because we were really, really sick for a long time, actually. Yeah. Strep throat, scarlet fever, and then COVID again. Yikes. And that last COVID one really flattened us. I mean, just kicked our butt. So, watch out, folks. That's going around again. So, now we're actually going to get this thing out. We're going to start. Our goal is to finish this before, sweetie, we're filming. We're hopefully going to finish this before summer so the kids can actually enjoy it for the summer. They could go camping in the yard and maybe spend a couple nights in there. That's what I'm hoping anyway. My main goal is I want to get it out of my shop. It takes up so much room. I can't maneuver it around anymore, and when I have, especially in the winter times when I have windstorms, I have to bring the actual real trailer in here to protect it from trees falling. It's hard. That takes up so much room. I have to jock it over here and kind of angle it. So it'd be nice to get that out of here, get that done, get that out of here, free up some more space so we can move some more vehicles around and work on those. Like get the GTO out again. That'd be cool. Because we do still have a tri-power to put on that. That's right. Tri-power. Windows, yes. We are working on, we got to create a pattern. First thing is we got to create a pattern.
I'm checking if everything's ready.
Okay.
Like if the things are plugged in.
Okay. Well, you tell me what you find, and
I found a lot of stuff.
we'll try to work on them.
No, I'm just checking off everything that works and what not.
Oh, okay. Okay, perfect.
So if we're all
There you go.
ready-
He's inspecting. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to create a pattern for these windows so we can match them on the other windows that we already have two cut out already. And then we obviously have sheeting to do. Insulating and sheeting to do. So let's get busy. Let's get real busy. Alrighty, so this is what our end result is. Traced out our little template on the inside, connected the lines, and went for it. Cut it out. Needs a little hand sanding all around, but hey, it'll work. Then went ahead and cut a piece of, this is Lexan. This is like, what is this, 1/8 inch? No, 3/16. 3/16 Lexan. I was able to pick this stuff up at Home Depot really cheap, like a year ago. At Home Depot, just they had it. They're actually pre-made for COVID shields, so they actually had holes in them. 2 foot by 3 foot is what those ones were, and man, they were selling them for like, I don't know, $5 a piece, which is great because if you actually looked at other Lexan sheets or plexiglass, it's expensive. So I wasn't actually sure how I was going to afford all the windows in this. And hey, these popped up and it was great. It happened to be there, so I snapped them up. So, and this is kind of, I know the protective sheet's still on there. I want to protect it. But it just fits in there like that. See, we got a lip all the way around. I can put caulking in there. Get you in there and show you. Excuse the mess. The shop is a disaster. Let's get in here. So you see the lip. There's the lip. I could put a caulking, adhesive caulking, excuse me, adhesive caulking around there, and then that way I could just go ahead and lay the window in there like that. And then once I do that, then I could come in here and I could trim it all out. Just cover it all up. So we're working our way around. I cut all the straight parts first, and then I'm coming back, and this is what I'm using. I'm using my Zip. So first I started with a big blade, and I did all the straight parts and left the corners. And then I got this little guy, a little blade. That's great for making rounded corners. So let's get at it. We got a couple more windows to cut out, and then I'll show you an end result. Ta-da! We have windows. Okay, we have cutouts for windows. Let's rephrase that. And there you go. Nice and rounded corners. And I think it would look good. Before I put the Lexan windows in there, if I actually tinted them. Pre-tinted them. Kind of like what we did on the big trailer. So I think that'd look cool. But you see, we got the doors already done. Those are already insulated and sheeted. Done. So I'm not too afraid when I cut this out, because that's an oscillating tool. It vibrates really bad. I'm not afraid of actually vibrating any of this wood. You know, this is just brad nailed on there, but it's not just brad nailed. And that's why I'm not afraid. This is all glued. I mean, when I built this, not only is everything screwed, nailed, and glued, all of these connection points in here all have glue inside them. And then they're either nailed or screwed. They're all screwed at the top, nailed on the sides. All of this. Nailed glue, you can see some glue squishing through there. So yeah, this thing is stout. So when I go and put the sheeting on, like I've done here, when I go to put it on, I run down, glue all the studs, glue it. So this thing is extra strong. So it doesn't twist. It's the body of it. That was my main concern, was the twisting of the body as you go over bumps, and then pulling the nail heads through the sheeting. I didn't want any of that. So, and the next step was, well, I could have gone staples. I could have done staples, and that would have held a little bit better and would have stopped the pulling through of like the twisting and the warping. But to cover up the staple heads is a pain. It's a pain in the butt. Everybody knows when you shove a staple in there, usually dents the wood and creates a big sliver. I don't want that. So when I went ahead and did it, I shot all these guys 16 gauge, and then I went to 18 gauge for the sheeting. So brad nails. Like I said, everything, I don't know if we can see how screws, nails, glue, everything's glued together. The chassis, everything's all glued together and screwed. That's all screwed. There's no nails in any of the chassis. So it's extra strong. I didn't, like I said, trying not to keep, trying not to have the flex. But this thing doesn't flex. I mean, I've had this thing twisted up on its side, up on one wheel on one side, and just balancing there. And this thing it doesn't flex at all. So we're good there. So that's the progress so far. We're getting there. It's a slow process, especially when the kids, if you notice they're not around. They get bored of it and they run away, go jump on the trampoline or ride their quads or what have you. And then they come back in here and yell at the old man, "Hey, why isn't this done yet?" Well, do the best I can. And I do. I want it perfect. I mean, come on. I'm a perfectionist. I am. There's no real reason that this, number one, had to been built this big. Yikes. It's huge. And then, let me put you back up here on the stand. Can I get it? Yeah. Okay. There we go. Didn't have to be built this big, you know. But I do want the kids, my main thing is I wanted the height, because I wanted the kids to enjoy it for many, many years. The durability, I wanted the durability. I wanted the insulation, keep them warm, obviously. That's why I'm also putting in a heater. So it was going to be for not just one season, you know, I wanted multi-season. That's why I did want to go the FRP, which is the fiber reinforced, can't talk today, fiber reinforced plastic on the outside. With a lot of what bathrooms, shower kits are made out of. So the surrounds of your shower stall is usually FRP. So that's usually what I wanted to go. Rubber roof for the top, like I was telling you before. But the FRP, man, no, it would add a lot of weight. I really don't know. 150 pounds probably. I'm just throwing a number out there, ballparking it. But it would protect it 100% in the rain, and you know, it rains here a lot. So I don't know. I'm still torn about it. You know, it's probably about $600 to do the FRP, but man, it'd be cool. It'd be really cool. And then we could do some decals and graphics down the side. You know, pinstriping. Come up with a name for this thing. We could put a name on this, you know. Like our trailer is a Jayco brand. The kids could come up with something neat and call this something, whatever. I do actually have some big decal stickers that I could put on here, and it's trees and stuff of that nature. It's pretty cool. Like to get some new wheels on here, because those are they're wheelbarrow wheels. That's what they are. We're kind of pushing the weight limit on those guys just a bit. One's flat. But I'd like to get some white ones, actually, because this is going to be painted white, or FRP, and then FRP comes in white. I'd like those white. So that's the progress so far. Stay tuned. We'll try to knock out some siding on this thing, get it all buttoned up. That'd be cool, and get it behind the tractor and take it for a spin. That'd be fun. All right, stay tuned.